In this video, I'm going to cover some of my highlights from the Power BI team's March 2021 Power BI update, including some new features that they added in the Azure Maps, some new DAX functions like if.EAGER, and also some much needed improvement with the calculations DAX function. All of that and more. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi, my name is Fernan and welcome to the Solutions Abroad YouTube channel where I focus on teaching beginners the wonderful world that is Power BI. I upload new videos every week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when a new one is out. So the first thing that we'll cover is the Azure Maps visual. With this update, they've added more advanced data selection options for you when it comes to selecting multiple points in your maps. You can do a range selection type of selection where you can determine how far things are based on the driving distance. You can do a radial selection where you can select multiple points by drawing a circle. You can also do a rectangle select like you could do with the ArcGIS custom visual. And you can also do polygon selection where you can control and customize points that can really help you, customize how you want to select in your map. But this month's update, they've also made some small changes on the model view UI. So if you remember last month's video, they changed how the relationship view looks like in the model view, where the cardinality and the direction is in the middle of the relationships. I think they got feedback that the models or the cardinalities are a little bit difficult to find, especially if you have bigger sets of models. So now they've changed it back into the original view where you would get the cardinalities at the end of the relationships and the direction in the middle. And it's great to see that the Power BI team is making changes based on the feedback that they get from the community, even if it means going back to a change that they've made in the past. So kudos to them. Another thing that they've added in the model view is the ability to see limited relationships. So these are relationships between tables that are imports and one that is direct query. And as you can tell already, it's only for composite models. So if you have tables that are using both import and direct query mode, you'll have the ability now to see limited relationships. The Power BI team has added a new function called if.EAGER, which pretty much works exactly like the if function with some performance benefits in certain scenarios. From the example that they've given in the blog post, it looks like the if.EAGER has some performance benefits if you have measures that are evaluated on the true or false branches of your if statements, regardless if it goes either way. It's a little bit difficult to explain without examples, so I'll probably cover it in another video. And the weird thing about the if.EAGER function is that it exactly works the same as the if function, except that it provides better performance in certain scenarios. So I guess if you are using if statements and you don't have any issues, you should stick with it. However, if you have any performance issues, you should consider having a look at how this new function works. They've included some much needed improvements with the calculate function. You can now add multiple filters directly into your calculate functions. So normally when you use the calculate function and you want to add multiple filters to it, typically you would have to include a filter function inside the calculate, which will allow you to add multiple filters on top of your calculate. But now you won't even need to use that at all. You can just put the calculate function and then you can put your filter functions with the pipes, double pipes for or, and then the ampersands for ands, which means that you don't need to add any external functions within your calculate, making it so much more simpler to look at. And those are my highlights for this month's Power BI update. As always, I'll link the full blog post in the description box below in case you want to have a look at it yourself. Leave a like on this video if it helped you. It's the best way to let me know that you enjoyed this type of content. Get in touch using the social media links that I included in the description box below. And thank you so much for watching, guys. See you again on the next one.